victory number 600 for Steve Kerr. Jalen Johnson and the Hawks at home tonight. Paolo Banchero and the Magic. First matchup for these two teams, and they're both red hot. Orlando trying to make it 8 in a row. Hawks win streak. They're trying to push it to 10. Banchero pushing it home to WCJ. He had 17 points later in the first.
That's improved, right?
Alexander-Walker.
Playing good. I mean, that's why they made that trade for Trey, right? Stepping up.
C.J. McCollum misses the first attempt, gets it on rebound. Jalen Johnson down Broadway.
Is his head at the rim?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hawks are up 17 at the half. Now in the second half, Nah to Johnson. 12 points in the third quarter for Johnson. We're up by 21 going to the fourth. A 21-point lead. More Nah. Hawks win it 124-112, career high 41 points for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
You see that? I mean, listen, the highlights were just two guys. So, I mean, come on, man. It's a new chapter in Atlanta.
Johnson, 24, 13, and 15. His 13th triple-double of the season, most by any player under 25 years old in a season since Luka did it, or since Luka rather, in 2019. So Atlanta has now won 10 in a row, 11 of 12, and the Magic's win streak comes to an end at 7, but they've still won 9 of 12. But the result, the way this game played out, again, the Hawks, they won by 12, but it never really felt even that close. So did the way this game play out take you by surprise at all, IT?
It didn't. I mean, I picked the Magic to extend their winning streak, but Atlanta team that's at home that's been playing really well, you can't count them out at all. They got that young energy, and it seems like they're having fun playing with each other, playing for each other, and that's a good sign. I mean, it's crazy that they're on a 10-game winning streak, and I think they only jumped one spot in the Eastern Conference rankings from 9 to 8. Like, I've never heard of anything like that, but shout out to the Atlanta Hawks. Like, they've been playing really well, and they capitalized on a win tonight against a hot Orlando team.
Now, TT, I mean, you guys weren't wrong. It was just Alexander-Walker, 41, Jalen Johnson with 24, Gongwood 15, as did Daniels. But it was primarily, you know, their two big guns leading the way. But I still think that for this Magic club, which you guys were showering them with love as we were starting our show, again, to like not really put up much of a fight in this one, that was a little surprising to me.
Yeah, the Magic, you know, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And it's just, this is another night where it's on display like, hey, the Magic, you guys have all the potential and you get everyone excited, but then when it's time to take that next step, it just falls short. And I mean, it's disappointing, right? Because coming into this game, we were praising them and giving them a lot of love and saying, you know, when one of those guys are out, they step up to the plate. And even getting the highlights, like Paolo was playing well, and it's very disappointing. I can only imagine Coach Mosley being frustrated down there just because they have all the pieces to be a very good team and to be a contender in the East. But for some reason, it's not clicking.
Just looking at the box score a little bit further, for Banchero, he finished with double-double, right? People see 18 points and 10 boards, but he was 3 of 13 from the field, right? So a lot of his damage was done at the free throw line where he's 11 for 16. Desmond Bane was 7 for 16. You know, Suggs 4 for 11. But it's just sort of like symbolic of the way that their year has gone, right? And that's just kind of been the most frustrating thing watching the Magic. Obviously, no one's more frustrated than them that they haven't been able to kind of click like this streak more consistently. But still a strong stretch of basketball for Orlando. Next up, Oklahoma City on Tuesday.
Yeah,
that's why. What the coach always say in the locker room? Win the games you're supposed to win.
You
right?
have to.
Yeah, right. That's exactly why. Because listen, no disrespect to the Hawks team. You know, they're young. They're playing great, young energy.
Right.
They play
Hottest
better at
in the
home.
league. But
these are the games where you're a 5th seed. You guys are trying to play. You guys are trying to get to the second round in the playoffs. You guys keep getting stuck in the first round. And performances like this tonight, it just shows the lack of just the maturity of coming in ready to play and take these games serious, man. They count. They matter.
So for Atlanta, 10 in a row. hottest team in the league, now a game and a half back of Toronto for the 6th spot in the Eastern Conference. Miami, of course, sandwiched between them. We are up against it. We're going to step aside on the So Selection Sunday come and gone, but the madness doesn't stop here on the association. Put a little spin on it, all right? We put together a collective group, a field, if you will, of the best 16 college to NBA crossover teams all time. And they're going to compete against each other on this show in a little bracket challenge over the next few weeks. Our analysts are going to pick the matchups, and you can too. I want you guys to get involved on the medias of social, all right? So what the teams are consisting of, you got a 5-man group starting and then a 6-man off the bench. Every player on the roster is performing at the peak of their NBA powers, okay? So as you're kind of picking your matchups and looking at rosters, think of the players. This is at the best that you ever saw, okay? The winning team is based on who would win in that hypothetical matchup. So
and pre-NIL, right? Because some of these guys probably went to all these schools, right?
that's an interesting question there.
Yeah.
So as the saying goes, styles make fights. So you guys can, pick the matchups how you see fit. So right now, I want to introduce the teams in the bracket. We're going to go from the 16 seed through the 9 seed. A little bit later, we'll do 8 through 1. So first up, 16 seed, Texas. Hook 'em horns. So here's the lineup. TJ Ford, DJ Augustine, Kevin Durant, LaMarcus Aldridge, Miles Turner, and UT coming off the bench as the 6th
There you
man.
go. Make it in there. Squeeze in there.
All right, IT, so because we know TT is biased, IT, like, what do you think of that group there? It's a lot of size.
That's a good lineup. You got Kevin Durant and LaMarcus Aldridge. Then you got to give a shout out to TJ Ford, man. That's freshman of the year. DJ Augustine. All those guys is really good, but the one that's the tough one is the KD and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah,
those are bucket getters.
Bucket getters, mismatch problems, however you want.
Yeah, that 16 seed could make some noise. Now number 15, Houston, Otis Birdsong, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, Elvin Hayes, Bo Outlaw, and we'll say Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes is as the 6th man, but you got 3 Hall of Famers in that group, T.
I mean, it's a good roster. I mean, it's definitely a bunch of big men. Bo Outlaw got mentioned in Jay-Z songs, so that's already Johnny points. So.
Yeah, that's a good line. I mean, you got Hakeem Olajuwon, arguably one of the best centers ever, Clyde Drexler. They a little old, but it's all good.
Again, we're thinking about them.
I
Each
feel
of their
you.
NBA powers, all right?
You're
All
right. You're
now
right.
number 14, Demon Deacons, Wake Forest, Tim Duncan kicking things off, Chris Paul, point guard, Jeff Teague, Josh Howard, John Collins, Rodney Rogers, your 6th man.
Tim Duncan.
For Wake.
This is actually a good team, right?
That's a
little
really
bit of
good
everything,
team, bro.
A lot of
Small
mismatch
at the point.
Yeah, you got point guard.
That's a good team.
Yeah,
right there.
That's a solid team.
Jeff Teague, and then Jeff gonna break it down in the most hilarious fashion.
Oh, he's gonna make you laugh.
Yeah.
Doing his thing.
All right, so strong 14 seed. Number 13 would be the reigning national champions. That would be Florida, them Gators.